Do you want to introduce?
I got anything on tea?
No, do I?
Alright, so...
Hey guys, I'm Staria.
I'm Angel, and we are the Daring Mormons.
And we push ourselves beyond our comfort zone. Welcome back, everyone, to our channel. Sorry we have been a little off schedule lately. Oh my god. We've been a little off schedule, and that's my fault, guys. Since we haven't been traveling and getting like really cool cinematic footage, I haven't been as interested in editing the vlogs. I still have to finish last week's vlog, and it's Monday, so my bad.
Today, we're actually wanting to talk to you guys a little bit more about what 2020 was like, especially since we're coming to the end of it all. And we're in the December month, and so guys, we are almost there through 2020, and it looks like things are getting a lot better.
Actually though, guys, we have like a vaccine. Honestly, didn't think that was gonna happen until like next winter. Like, apparently I don't have a lot of faith in our scientists, but it just wasn't looking promising.
She's like, American scientist, 2029.
But no, yeah, it really does. Like, I know that there's still a lot going on, a lot of bad, but like compared to what the middle of the year was like I will take what's going on right now. But we just wanted to kind of talk about how we dealt with this year. Well, if you guys want to hear about the negative stuff, go to that video, which I'll have it linked down below. But we're going to talk about how 2020 actually pushed us this year.
So 2020 came like a hit from Mike Tyson. Straight up, we were like, jabbing. Like the whole country was like, all right, let's do this. And then Mike Tyson came in and just like laid us out. Like when everything happened, it was a really tough time for Starry and I because I wasn't working at the time. First off, we just came back from Hawaii and got thrown into all this. Like, had plans to make money, and then we got hit with 2020 coronavirus. My job wasn't working. Starry wasn't getting videos.
I was supposed to have a job with his company, but they literally just like it just went dark. Like they just forgot about me. So
yeah, and no one was requesting videos at all, and so we literally we had a really good savings. So we were able to just survive, pay rent, pay our bills, and barely get food that we needed. And we just kind of scaled through 2020.
Seriously.
Like through the coronavirus breakout.
Yeah, no, it was rough from the start. But I feel like mentally we were pretty okay because I don't know, I was fully ready and okay with living in my tiny little car.
Yeah, she's like, well, worst case scenario, we have to sleep in the back of the car. That's that, you know.
And then we started traveling, as you guys know, because of his job. And that kind of just forced us to have to get back into kind of how our life was before, I guess. Just like working again and trying to be as safe as possible, which that was kind of weird. But it pushed me to start a film business. Like, I don't think if it wasn't for this year and like just realizing like what I was thankful for and realizing also like what I could work harder at, I don't know if I would have started my film business this year. So yeah, it pushed me to do that. Starting in June, I was like, I'm just gonna do it, and I've been.
You actually started quite a bit of different projects, right? Not like started projects, but
yeah, because Society Says, my brand started in January before all this. But I mean, I stuck with it. I kept going with it. We started a podcast together. Society Says has a podcast. So yeah, and then we started our YouTube channel.
Yeah,
like we started a lot this year. We just kind of decided like, hey, this year's pretty bad, but let's just do everything we've wanted to do.
Yeah, but so after like the virus broke out and everyone was panicking, then people were starting to see that, hey, we could actually go back to work. So we went traveling again on the road, like Staria said. But that's when we started doing really well financially and bringing a good amount of money. And we had so much money coming in, we were just like, what can we do with all this? Let's buy our van that we've always wanted.
Oh my gosh.
Even though we told ourselves we would wait, I saw this van and I was like, Staria, like, this van is awesome. And she's like, yeah, it looks dope. We should totally get it. And
the amount that van costs, like, if we had that money right now, oh my gosh, I would feel like we're rich. Like,
yes,
during the summer, I just didn't know we'd be back at a place like this, like we were in quarantine. But even quarantine, we had a savings. Like, it wasn't as scary. Like, this past couple of months has been scary because, guys, a grocery store wouldn't even interview me for a job.
Yeah.
So I was starting to get a little stressed. But yeah, no, anyway, that's...
No, it definitely got really scary because we weren't worried. We bought the van and we thought we would be fine for a few months because we had a really good investment that we made. Like, we took a lot of our all of our savings, thousands of dollars, put it into an investment, and it all crumbled down. And like, we lost everything.
Everything.
So
the person won't even respond to us anymore.
Yeah.
So
basically just got robbed. So
yep. Robbed and then blocked. So yeah, that caused a lot of issues in our life, like personal issues, but again, like, so much craziness has happened this year that like we just like moved forward, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know about you, but this is the year that I realized that, like, this really does feel like my year. Everyone was saying that at the beginning of 2020, and I believe that that's true. It's pushing people. It's putting people in uncomfortable positions, and it's making you get to know yourself better and really seeing, like, how you deal with tough situations. And that was a situation that was infuriating, and it still is to this day. We're still trying to figure it out.
yeah.
But, like, I don't know, this year has made me realize that there's just, like, bigger things to worry about. And yes, it's frustrating, but, like, just move on. Like, just live life. Keep working towards the things that you can work towards. And the other things that are an issue, like, try to deal with it, but, like, don't let it consume your life.
Yeah. My thing is that with everything that had happened, with us losing money, buying a van, and, like, going completely flat broke, it made... like, it brought out a different side of me and also of Staria where we were just like, all right, well, what are we going to do about it? We're just going to cry, or are we going to, like, push through and fight? And then Staria was like, well, I'm going to apply to different jobs. And then I was like, I'm going to make some jackets and see what we can do. And it sparked this thing where we're just, like, pushing, and we were able to claw ourselves through it. We had a little bit of help from some people, from some of our subscribers.
So much help, guys. Seriously, the amount of giving that we've experienced in the past couple months is amazing. It warms my heart so much to know that people, like, just want to do that.
It really has been incredible. And, you know, out of that amazing, I mean, not amazing, but terrible experience, an amazing thing happened where we decided that we would collaborate, or not collaborate, but go into business together on our clothing brand. And we would push for that. Boom. This is the start. But we would push to make sure that we would be able to build our own business where we would just work for ourselves in the future, and hopefully be able to sell out of our van and travel still, because we still want to be able to do that. But we never would have been able to cash on to that vision if we didn't lose thousands of dollars, if we weren't back against the wall and had nothing left, if we weren't pushed this year. Like, 2020 literally knocked us down, and we had to figure out how to stand up, and we were just, like, seeing stars, and, you know, like, we stood up from that experience, and out of that, like, we became a lot more driven and motivated.
Yeah, literally this year was not even just, like, hard because of what was going on in the world and, like, hard mentally, but, like, we also went through some of the toughest physical things that we've had to go through as well, as you guys know if you've been following for a while. But really, like, this whole year is just a big test of our abilities, both mentally and physically. Are we gonna, like, get up after we're knocked down? And this is probably gonna be a little harsh to some people, I don't know, but, like, you're either one of two people this year. You're either that person that's complaining and, like, whining that your life is not the same, you can't be social anymore, you're making all these excuses why you can't get things done and why you don't have motivation, which, let me just pause and say, I understand that mental health is real. Like, I've struggled with things that I haven't struggled with in the past, and I'm very familiar with mental health. So I understand that there's those days that you just feel like you can't get out of bed because the world is different, you know? But you're either that person that's just complaining and not even trying, or you're that person that keeps getting up every time you get knocked down, because everyone has been getting knocked down all year this year. There's no one out there that has been perfectly fine this year. And so I just want you guys to ask yourself, like, which person have you been? Have you been the complainer, or are you the person that's working hard and learning more about yourself and using that to try stuff that you've been wanting to try for years and just haven't?
Yeah, to comment on that, like, I get it. It's tough. Like, Starry has been through it. I've been through it. Like, it is tough to be in a mental mindset where, like, you don't feel like getting up. You don't feel like doing anything. You just do what you need to do to survive. But I promise you that, like, is the worst way to live. Because even if I've known a lot of people that have made some really big moves and quit their jobs and started their own little projects. And even if it fails, honestly, you're still living. Like, you are feeling accomplished and you're feeling like you are doing the best that you can. And ultimately, like, that's one of the most important things that you can do, because just giving up, laying down, just getting through life is the worst thing that you can do to yourself mentally and physically. But when you, like, strive to be the best person you can, to live your dreams, be happy, honestly, your world can come crumbling down. And yeah, you might get upset, but you don't fall apart. And that's what we've been experiencing, is because we're, like, pushing ourselves and being more driven. When 2020 happened, like, it dropped us, but we didn't stand down. We kept pushing hard. We readjusted things that we had to. But like Staria says, like, you're either one of two people. Don't be the lesser you. Be the you that you've always aspired to be. And this is the year to do it. 2021 coming. Hit it so hard. Like, go running with it. Like, you got it.
Seriously. Like, literally all of you guys have the ability to be stronger than where you are now. Even if you're already, like, just going and you're, like, really strong, like, you can be even stronger. Like, there is no limit on, like, who you can be and how well you can do at something and how hard you can push through difficult times. There's no limit. Like, just keep going. So if you're at rock bottom right now, like, that's not it. Like, that's not your life unless you choose to let it stay that way. So you just need to try to change your mentality. And, like, I know it's easier said than done, but, like, something that's helped me, I'll just leave you guys with a piece of advice. Something that's helped me is when I have days like that, where, like, my anger has really been an issue this year just because a lot of frustrating things have happened. Something that helps me is when I feel like I can't change my mentality, I just start to list off things I'm grateful for. And I really mean it, and I say it out loud. And I just keep going until my mentality switches. And it's pretty, like, I don't think I've done that and not had my mentality switch, because, like, that's pretty hard to, like, list all these things that you're grateful for and, like, not have a better mindset. So you can try that and see if it works.
No, I agree. Go for it. You got it. We love you guys so much, seriously, and really appreciate you following us and giving us your inputs. And honestly, if you feel like you may have disagreed in a few things here, just let us know. Like, we'd love to hear your feedbacks. Like, we don't believe that we have all the answers to life.
And that's the thing, like, it's just opinions, and it's everyone's life is different. We all have different experiences. This is how we feel, and we don't expect everyone to agree with what we're saying or see it the same way as us. Like, maybe there's someone watching that really has some severe depression, and just, like, changing your mentality is just, like, out of the question, you know? Like, that's up to you to figure out, like, how to get out of that. Honestly, like, if that means you need to, like, seek some medical help, like, everyone's story is different. So, you know, obviously we don't know everything. We haven't experienced everything. Like, this is just us and, like, our experience of 2020 and our thoughts on it.
So just be the best you that you can be, honestly, and that's all we ask. Like, just do you. 'Cause you so got it. Yeah, seriously.
Anyway, guys, we seriously appreciate you so much. Like, you guys have helped us so much this year, especially the past couple months. So we just appreciate you guys so much. Yeah. We'll see you guys in our next video.
Bye.